Hello, I'm Daniel. I am going to read you a couple of verses from the text Song of Mind, and then I'm going to comment on those verses. So, here we go. Originally, there is not a single Dharma. Why discuss inspiration and training? I'll read that again. Originally, there is not a single Dharma. Why discuss inspiration and training? So, that word Dharma means different things in different contexts. In this context, I had to read it for a minute to be certain, but I believe it means by Dharma, teachings. He's saying, originally there's not a single teaching. Why discuss inspiration and training? Teachings, the teachings of the Buddha specifically. I'm reminded of this story where the Buddha happened upon some monks arguing, and they were arguing about which of his teachings were the real, authentic ones, and which ones were less important. And because even in the Buddha's life, that was already happening. And the Buddha approached them, and he said, I've been teaching for 45 years, and I've not said a single word. And then he left. And that's what I'm reminded of here, because that's really what I like to say we're doing is selling water by the river. That is, we're telling you to tune into your true nature, but your true nature is your true nature regardless of whether you tune into it. That's kind of a hard thing to reflect on. But the point is that these teachings are fingers pointing at the moon. They are signs, signposts telling you the way. They're not the way, though. You have to sit and do the practice, do the meditation practice, but also the cultivation of ethics in your life in order to walk the path. You can't just read a map and get anywhere, right? And that's sort of what we're talking about here. So in that story, when the Buddha saw those monks arguing, he thought it was absurd because he's just pointing the way and they're arguing philosophical nuances about the teaching, and that can get in the way. So if these even Buddhist teachings are empty, if everything's empty, even Buddhist teachings, then what are we doing? And that could be the question we could ask. This is a different kind of encouragement. The text is not telling us to, or rather, the text is telling us not to spend time thinking about if this practice is really doing anything for us. A watch pot never boils. The truth is that if we spend too much time thinking about results, we can very easily get off track. That is going to create problems for us if we spend too much time thinking about results. What we need to do is have a kind of a passive attitude. That's what one of my teachers always said, have a passive attitude. That is, we come and we do our practice and we do that meditation and we just do it. We're not thinking, oh, this is a great meditation, or, oh, I was just thinking about breakfast the whole time, right? Rather, we're meditating because that's what Buddhas do. We're not meditating to get anything or to get anywhere. We're meditating because that is what Buddhas do. And the truth is, there are going to be times when we sit on that cushion and we are itching the whole time, or we are thinking about things that don't even matter to us the whole time, or we're just waiting for the time to be over. And there are going to be other times where we sit on the cushion and we really feel like it's going the way it's supposed to. And there's no way to predict which of those is going to happen at any given time. And we don't have control. We don't have much control over how well our sit's going to go. But the point is to just bring ourselves to our cushion every time and try not to worry about it. Try not to worry about it. Some people come to meditation practice like this, where they're just, and the problem with that is you're going to be really frustrated when you feel like your meditation is not going anywhere. And also, the results of this practice are often, almost always, not an experience we have on the cushion. Rather, it's an experience we have in our day-to-day life. And sometimes we don't even notice it. We don't even notice when, we could have responded by yelling at someone and we didn't. Things like that. Or we could have gotten very unhappy about something that's not really even important, and we didn't that time, and we don't even really notice it. But the results are happening in your day-to-day life. There are teachers that have said that it's really a moment in daily life that brings enlightenment, almost always. Master Su Yun saw a coffee mug type cup, shatter on the ground, and then he realized enlightenment right then. Not sitting in meditation, but just seeing a cup break, seeing the way the world is, really. Things break, right? And we need to keep that in mind. Our sitting on the cushion is important, but if we have expectations of our sit, that can easily put us in trouble. And we need to keep that in mind. That's important. And this could be a hard thing to reflect on, but my view is that we aren't practicing to get enlightened. We're practicing because that's what enlightened beings do. And when we talk about training, that's really what we're doing. We're training and practicing, and we're doing that by watching other people practice, learning about how other people have practiced, and practicing ourselves. That's what the training is. Witnessing what other people who have practiced longer than you do. That is an aspect of the training. And the training is just sitting. It's a training in consistency of just making sure you're sitting at a regular time, whether it be once a day, once a week, hopefully more than once a month, but whatever it is, having a time and saying, okay, this time I do my meditation, and sticking to that. That's really where we get somewhere, is by really making sure we are sticking to it, sticking to the method, sticking to the practice. So that's it for today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Have a good day.